Hello again. Now, I was out in a hall a few weeks back, and there's some guys there selling bits and bobs, and this camera was for sale. And unfortunately, it has got a issue, but it came out as it is here, except for this strap. So it didn't even have a strap, so I've got a spare GE strap, which I've seconded from elsewhere and put onto this camera because it's quite a weight. You don't want to be dropping this, particularly on your foot or on anything else particularly. So this camera, I should turn it over and show you what I've got. This is a SONY DSC R1, and I looked at the camera. I thought, okay, have I got anything at home that I can maybe use in this to get it working without spending any more money? Now, luckily, it takes very old school Sony batteries, and these ones often featured in camcorders. So that's what I'm holding here, is a NP FM50. This would have come out of a HDV video recorder. So that's a DV video recorder that records in HD, and hopefully it's still got some charge. The other thing that this camera takes is Sony's proprietary memory stick or a compact flash. So luckily I have the latter. It's a Memory Stick Pro or a compact flash. So I'm hoping it'll go in like that. There you go. So the drawback on this, everything seems to work at first kind of look. It's got a colour display in here. It's also got a, if I can show you, it's got a flash that comes up in here. Now it's very heavy. It feels like a fairly sturdy SLR, digital SLR, but it has a fixed lens. This lens is fixed, and it's not a huge lens. Yeah, you don't get a huge amount of zoom on it, but you do get a lot of light in there. Look at the size of that. And interestingly, for its time, although it's a 10 megapixel camera, it's actually a very early CMOS. So it's 24 to 120 mil, which is a little bit wider than the Lumix, mini Lumixes I was looking at in another video. But it's, yeah, for the size of the thing. But what you gain is pretty good pictures, and it's quite straightforward. I'll just kind of show you around. I'll show you the negative part first, and this is the negative part. This display here is broken. You won't get anything on there. So I've looked briefly to see if you can get secondhand parts, but I think it's quite rare to find replacements for this. But if I could find one, then I would definitely fix that up. So that means I can't show you the menu and everything through this display because it's not working, and I don't think you're going to see much looking through the viewfinder, because one thing, I won't be able to see what I'm looking at and film it at the same time. So unfortunately I won't be doing that. But just have a look at the side of the camera. We've got the flash, white balance, there's some focus here, auto, macro, manual. There's some connectors on the side go in potentially. So USB video out and DC in. I think that's all of them. Oh yeah, and there's ACC. That's the top one. Very standard USB connector of the time. Now it must be stressed, this camera is very weighty. Got a charging light here. So it does take a charger. The DC in is actually compatible again with the camcorder that I've got. So that's that kind of funny little Sony proprietary connector. So I'm quite fortunate that it was interchangeable. And you've got the regular dial here with your different program modes, manual, aperture, shutter, etc. Got some scene modes by the looks of it. Focus in here. There's burst modes, timer, monitor framing, preview. Finder is set to, set to finder because obviously the LCD is not working. And I'm not sure what that one is. I will add a comment in the video. There's the kind of nice dial there. You've got a review there, you can review stuff. Menu, the different memory card selector. Hot shoe for another flash. And that's the grip. So the battery is in that side, but it's quite weighty, definitely weighty. Now, I got this camera for the sum of £5, no more and no less. So to have a camera that actually works, obviously aside from this, is really good. And can you actually see any of the writing in there? Possibly, too far away. But yeah, I just thought you'd be interested to see what is out there in the second-hand market if you look carefully enough. But it's a nice camera. I've taken just a few little photos with it. The images are nice and sharp. The images are certainly good, and for a CMOS camera, I was quite surprised given that it's quite an old camera and the quality pictures are pretty reasonable, so I was quite surprised by that. I was kind of expecting it not to hold its own, but it certainly does. So it's yeah, it's a nice camera, and I guess you could walk about with a camera like this and people would take you seriously, even though on closer inspection they'd soon quickly realise how old it is. But yeah, from a distance, it's certainly got that professional kind of look to it, hasn't it? So there you are. I thought you'd be interested to take a look. I'll just see if I can fire the flash up. So even the flash is working. So keep looking, retro collectors and camera enthusiasts, and you may find something similar to this. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will make some more videos in the future. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.